Rideshare Professor here, with me in the car in his Cadillac, Thomas Gibson from San Diego. You may have seen this gentleman in some of the live streams lately. You may have seen him in one of my previous Rideshare Professor videos. It's an honor to have you in LA, my friend. I consider him a fantastic friend that I have met through YouTube. Well, thank you, YouTube, for introducing me to Thomas.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, buddy?
Fantastic. Love to be here.
So here's the cool thing, folks. We got to hang out for a couple of hours. I showed Thomas the place where I have my cars repaired. He met all the mechanics. We had lunch together. I think we had a lot of fun. And then, we're just exchanging notes and seeing where, the industry is going, what his future holds, what my future holds, and just catching up as friends. And I really enjoyed the time. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Cool. So I remember at lunch I asked you, you explaining to some of the other mechanics how Uber Select worked, right? If you could just, again, for my viewers in my channel, because folks, I was more a guy that started off with X and jumped right over to XL, then to SUV Lux. I definitely bypassed the Select channel. So to turn to me and ask me questions on Select, I would definitely not be the right guy. You'd want to address them to Thomas, and I'm going to leave his link, folks, underneath my video, which is going to direct you to his San Diego page, to his phone number, to his email. So do I have permission to publish your details underneath my video?
Absolutely. There
we go. You want to check in first, make sure. So to get to him, follow underneath and go right over to his channel and contact him, okay? Now, I would appreciate it if you could just give us a little bit of an idea how you got to Select and sort of how it differs maybe a little bit from UberX.
Well, I was really intrigued with the whole rideshare boom and thought that this would be a nice flexible way to get some residual income. And once I started off in September about 2.5 years ago. So it was the last quarter and I made $10,000. And I thought, wow, if I did that in one quarter, what would be 4 quarters? 40,000. That following year I made 41,000. The next year I said, this is fun, part-time, in my spare time, free time. The following year I made 52,000.
Wow.
So that was a great progression that it motivated me. And then starting off in the X category and then getting a certain amount of trips per Uber's requirements put me in the Select category with the same vehicle. So to this day, I still do Uber, Pool, Express, and X, and also Select.
Okay.
A small percentage is Select, but when those hit, it's kind of like the unicorn ride in the X category. So the bottom line is volume, people in the car, regardless of what category they choose, there's income coming in all the time. So
you're not, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Thomas, but you're not the guy that would encourage people, not to take pool trips. And I mean, I know there's a lot of subscribers out there that hate pool, that completely ignore pool or cancel pool. What's your take on that?
They're not usually the highest paying people when it comes to tips, and the rides are not the most profitable. But the good thing is it's time where you may be not in an area that a pool or X rider would put you in that category, the area, and then all of a sudden put you in a Select category on a ride coming back from where they dropped you off back into downtown or to the airport. So I would have never gotten that Select ride had I not had that pool catapult me to that location.
And then, a couple of months ago, we hung out in Beverly Hills. We went to Mastro's. We had an awesome steak together. We were exchanging a lot of ideas and that. And, for any new driver in San Diego, firstly, reach out to Thomas. He's your go-to guy. But to sort of accumulate knowledge, to learn a little bit about rideshare and the ins and outs, how did you sort of go about it? Like for example, to really, you obviously were curious about rideshare. You wanted to join rideshare, but you also wanted to gather some information. What were a few of the steps that you did? Who were you following? How did you do it?
Well, I bumped into a lot of walls on trial and error, and I realized, I said, I got to go to some mentors and find out more information about this, because Uber, the company, doesn't really put out a whole lot, and I studied the tutorials and wasn't
Correct.
very helpful. So then I get involved with the YouTube channels, and then that's where I came across Uberman, yourself, the Rideshare Professor, Harry Campbell at the Rideshare Guy, and then several others. And then studying all these videos on my downtime, free time, and whenever I could, just lots and lots of knowledge. And after accumulation of putting this all together over a couple of years, I've pretty much perfected the whole rideshare game here in San Diego, and it's been very lucrative for me.
Fantastic, and I couldn't agree more. When I started out, I think it's always important to have a mentor. I hold Harry, the rideshare guy, in the highest regards. I see him as my mentor. I read his book. I watched his videos. I have nothing but gratitude to that gentleman, because he showed me the ins and outs. And I think we both share the same sort of denominator here, is that going out and following a couple of go-to mentors will definitely help you increase your game, right? Yeah. And folks, watch several videos. There's a lot of brilliant YouTubers. In fact, you met a few of them at the live streaming party that Kevin, the entrepreneur, hosted a short while ago, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And I tell you, these folks are amazing. They're a family of drivers looking out for drivers. Was that sort of the impression that you got, or I mean, how do you view that?
I actually walked away feeling like a spiritual experience from that. I felt a lot of love, a lot of camaraderie, and I learned a lot of information from people who are already in the industry and coming up, and seeing how the equipment and tools they use, and the collaboration with other people, and just a real positive vibe. And let's
just mention some of these positive people, because I just share nothing but that same love for those people. Who did we meet there? There was Paula,
Uber girl Paula. She's got this wonderful accent, very bubbly, exciting, and she did a lot of live streaming. She used a tool called the gimbal. I purchased one myself. I got to start using that, and never saw anything like that. It was fantastic device, and I actually did my first live stream on it.
And you know what? In your channel, I want to see a video about you in San Diego using the gimbal. Okay, that's my challenge to you, right? We're going to do it. And who else was there? It was Kevin, the entrepreneur. Everyone loves Kevin. Yeah. Just the warmest go-to guy. Again, Kevin, thanks for hosting that amazing party. Who else did we have there? We had Preston, right?
No, Peterson.
Peterson was there.
Yeah.
Ride with Peterson was there.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. Who else was there? Mike from San Diego as well, right?
He was on there.
He just did a video on me. Thank you, Mike. And
Dark Road Run.
Yeah. Where did he come from? He came all the way up from the north, right?
Yes, he did.
From San Fran. So, subscribe to all these channels, because all these people are doing, and what Thomas is doing in San Diego is sharing knowledge, making it so much easier for these newbies, for these newcomers, right? To not have to figure out everything themselves, right, Thomas, but go to someone that will share a lot of the information freely at no cost, right? So that you don't have to go out and take trip after trip and accumulate little bit by little bit knowledge. You go directly to a guy like Thomas in San Diego, come to me as a guy in LA, and let us help you get going, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, helping each other out.
Absolutely. Love the camaraderie, love the learning experience. YouTube, it's at our fingertips. It's right here on our phone. Anytime we need it, right here.
And by the way, this guy has the sweetest tech setup you've seen in a Cadillac, right? From his, check this out, guys. You'll love this. He's got his tablet in the middle. He's created his own magnet, so it sits firm there. He's got his phone there. He has a security device in the far back there. Which one was that, Thomas?
This is the MuleFly, the body cam. This is what police use.
There we go. So not only does he have that, but he also has my favorite toy. What is that up there?
The Van True N2 Pro.
There we go. That's the one that I recommend at a sweet $199, the best money you'll ever spend. But sitting in the back of Thomas's car, it's impressive. It's like sitting in the back of my caddy. You're looking forward and you're just seeing all this tech. And this is what struck me. This guy's music selection and the way he offers it to the people, if I'm sitting at the back and if he offers me this playlist, I'm blown away. That's the tip right there.
It's like
That's
a concert.
earned him. It's like a concert in the car. You got to do this for me, buddy.
Oh, we're going to play a little?
Oh, yeah.
music here?
Check this out.
All right, let's put something on here that everybody knows. This is a good one here. Can we crank this up?
There we go.
Stereo system.
There we go. So, you have it right there, folks. Subscribe to his channel, follow Thomas, and thank you once again for coming up, my friend.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.